Is Nigeria.
We've all heard the popular saying, don't judge a book by its cover. But what if I told you that every minute of every day, millions of people all over the world are living that reality, being judged by a label before their story is ever read? What if we stop looking at what makes someone different and start looking at what makes them extraordinary? Good day, Mrs. Morley. Good day, judges, the Miss World organization, my pageant sisters and supporters from all over the world. I am Soye Karibi George, proudly representing Nigeria, and this is the heart of my advocacy, Beyond Labels. Beyond Labels is a movement that advocates for awareness, education, inclusivity, and we're challenging societal stereotypes and labels, especially for individuals living with disabilities and neurodivergent conditions. Through Beyond Labels, we've been able to engage with communities of children and adults that have been faced with being labeled by society all their life. One look at them and a judgment is already passed. One glance and they've already decided what they can achieve and what they can amount to. And you may ask me why. Why people with disabilities? Why people with neurodivergent conditions? I was fortunate enough to attend a school during the formative years of my life where it was inclusive, not just for every person that the world would deem normal, but for people who were different. And at first I didn't understand it, but our director, Mrs. Dakoru White of blessed memory, made it an integral part that these children would come into school, and it took off a burden from parents being worried about what will happen to their children when they're long gone or when they're no longer there to take care of them. And I could see how these kids stepped out of being solely dependent on a caregiver, and they were able to communicate, relate, express themselves amongst their peers. And it was beautiful to see because some of those students actually came and were merged into regular school. They graduated high school, went on to the university, and I can tell you for a fact that they're doing very well. And it's important because I believe education is a good way to start, not just in a classroom, but teaching children not to fear difference, but to embrace it, to understand it, to learn it. So each time they see someone who doesn't look like them, they don't see a difference, they only see the next human being. And that will brood compassion, that will brood love, and in everything that we do, each of these individuals will not only feel like they belong, but they will be integral contributors anywhere that they find themselves. Through our work, we capitalize on art. We encourage these children to color outside the lines, express your emotions. What's one thing that you've always wanted to paint but you've not been able to do? We've also used sports because it's universal, and they may not be able to participate with everyone else, but a small community of people will come together and see people who are just like them, and they will have an amazing time. I'm a woman who believes that everyone should be seen the same. No one should be seen different. But more so, we should all be given equal opportunity to express who we are, to show what we're capable of, and be contributors to society. I'm very passionate about the environment. I'm passionate about music. I'm passionate about sports. I'm passionate about children. But most of all, I'm passionate about inspiring the next generation of people to look beyond their situation right now, to dream, to hope, to love. And that is my beauty with a purpose. And I'm grateful to be standing here because we are all living in someone's beauty with a purpose. My journey in pageantry started because someone decided to give, and that has brought me here. So thank you, Mrs. Morley, for always giving for the last 75 years of your life. So I ask all of you today, with the community of over 35 million Nigerians living with disabilities, will you look beyond labels and see an individual, and see potential, see capacity? And I'd like to end with this. It's something I always tell the kids and the people when I see them. An affirmation says, I am worthy, I am enough, I am beyond labels. Can we all do that together? I am worthy, I am enough, and most of all, I am beyond labels. Thank you very much.